Everyone, I'm Heba and welcome back. Finally gonna sit down here and play with the new makeup from Chanel's from their 2022 spring summer collection, and been waiting a while to play with this makeup. And actually I feel kind of awkward sitting here because it's been over a month since I've sat down here to apply makeup. So I'm feeling kind of off here, but I think we'll pull through. At least if I forget anything, I'll just insert it wherever it needs to be. But finally gonna sit down here and play with this new makeup from Chanel, and it's from their Pausa Collection. And I know I'm saying it wrong. I wish I can say it right. It just sounds so pretty when it rolls off the tongue really nice. But y'all are stuck with me saying it, and it's Pausa de Chanel. Celebrates the legendary villa situated among the hilltops south of France that belonged to Chanel. It is from this place of perfect harmony, surrounded by nature and bathed in the soft and warm light, that the makeup creation studio draws its inspiration. So this collection consists of one eyeshadow palette 747 Mediterranean, two illuminating brush powders, and I have those too. It also consists of, I believe that's a highlighter stick, and liquid eyeshadow, which I did not get, two nail polishes, also I did not get, and 7 shades of the Rouge Coco Baume, and I did get one of those, the darkest one. And I want to say that the eyeshadow and the blushes are limited edition. I don't know about the other products. But let's go ahead and start with this eyeshadow palette 747 Mediterranean. And I know I'm saying it the English way, not the French way. So this eyeshadow palette features 4 shades in a range of delicate pinks and browns, inspired by the warm tones of the olive trees and flowers at La Pausa. And it's embossed with the limited edition sun ray motif. And I'm really loving how they emboss these products. Kind of like that extra bouginess to it, I guess you could say. And this one's pretty. I really do like the sunburst pattern. Now I have to admit that when I first opened it, that the shades do look a little light. They do look a little light, and they're all shimmer metallic shades, no matte shades in this palette. This palette does cost $65, and this one is limited edition. I'm going to swatch this on my hand, and I know that the embossing is going to go away. It feels very soft. So here are the 4 shades in this palette. Very shimmery, very metallic, and I like this deep shade right here. This one may be too light, didn't show much on my hand there. And this peachy one, you can see more of a glitter, and this bronzy one is kind of light too, from what I can tell from the swatches here. I don't know if I can use all 4 shades at once. I'm going to try maybe using 2 shades. But let me go ahead and prime my eyes and bring you in closer, and we'll go from there. I've been kind of deciding which shade to use, and I don't want to use this deep green one on my lids. I don't know, I think I'll just decide as we go along, but I know I want to use this green shade, this one right here on my lid. I'm going to use my finger, and I prime my eyes with the eyeshadow primer by Hourglass. That is a beautiful, kind of like a bronzy green. I'm going to apply that on my lids. Ooh, that's pretty. I like that. I'm just gonna leave my inner corner empty for now. Ooh, that's pretty. That's all it took. Ooh, I like that. That is a pretty green. It has the right amount of shine, and it's very smoothing on my lids. You can't see the texture on my lids here. Now I'm gonna go in with a brush using this first shade here, and I'm just going to apply that in my crease above this green shade that I applied on my lids. And see if I can blend that out. See a little bit of color. Okay, I mean, barely see it on my skin tone, but it's giving me a little something there. And I forgot to mention that I am going to use this new foundation by Chanel, the No. 1 de Chanel. So I'll be using this foundation in this look too, and I did try it once before, and you know, I'll give you my thoughts about it. I'm going to try it one more time with you guys. I'm going to get like a flat shader brush, and I'm going to go in with this green shade again and just kind of pack the outer corner just to give me some added color there. I mean, see if that will make a difference. And it kind of bring it up more to the crease, because my fingers just doesn't quite get in that little crease there. Now I'm going to use the other side of this flat shader brush, and this one's by Rougher, and it's the No. 28. I'm going to go in with this shade right here and place that in the inner corner of my eye and make sure I get the right side. Yes. I'm going to get this shade and place this in the inner corner of my eye, so maybe I might try all 4 shades in this look. Okay, that brightened up this look. I like that. Now I'm going to use my finger and go in with this peachy shade. It has a little bit more sparkle to it than the other 3 shades, so I'm going to use that as a shadow topper and place that in the center of my eye. Let's just, you know, have some fun here. Ooh. That's a little bit more pigment than what I thought. Kind of gives me that halo eye look. So I was able to use all 4 shades in this look. That really did give me a pop there. What do you think? Not bad. So I'm gonna bring that all the way up to the crease there. I'm just gonna blend everything out here. I think this is nice. I would say it's more fall look, especially with that dark green shade, that olivey green shade. Well, I guess it does kind of look like the olive trees in the Mediterranean, but so far I like it. Let me clean underneath my eyes and there's no fallout. I haven't experienced any fallout with the Chanel eyeshadows. Let me just clean up this line. Then I'm just gonna add some more moisture underneath my eyes. Yeah, I gotta have some moisture there so it doesn't look so dry and textury. Now I'm gonna prime my face, and I'm gonna use this one by Guerlain, the L'Or Radiance Primer. The first time that I tried this foundation, it just looked like it was sitting on my skin, and I did use a mattifying primer, so I'm gonna try maybe a radiance primer and a moisturizing primer. Maybe that might make it look a little bit better. And I like to use two primers. I'm going to use this one by Smashbox, the Photo Finish Primer. That one will help blur my pores. At least that's what I like to think it does. For concealer, I'm going to use these by Chanel. I recently got these maybe about a month or two ago, and I've been trying them out. And I have one, the long wear concealer, and one, the long wear corrector. This is more of a peachy tone to kind of correct my dark circles. This one's in the shade Apricot, and it's very apricot-y. There is Apricot. I'm just going to place that in the inner corner very lightly, because these are very pigmented there, and above my lip, and right there, and right there, and right there. Then I'm going to get the soft concealer brush and just blend that out, and hopefully it will correct my dark circles. Maybe I need to place a little bit more, but I just don't like to put a lot of concealer underneath my eyes because it makes it all cakey. And then above that, I'm going to use this one. I believe this is in the shade, oh gosh. The font is so small on this, and I think this is the shade B50 or B60. I mean, I'm even using the magnifying glass, but I just can't see that. Anywho, let me go ahead and apply that in the inner corner again. Now with this concealer, it's not drying. The only thing that after a certain amount of time, it does show my wrinkles, but that's with any concealer that I use. I went to another room to see if I could see it better, and this is shade B50. Let me swatch that one next to Apricot. So here is B50. Now let's talk about this, the #1 de Chanel Revitalizing Foundation. This is a new one that they came out with a new skincare line. This buildable foundation with a luminous finish is enriched with red camellia oil and moisturizing ingredients. It softens the skin and helps protect against environmental aggressors. The complexion appears plump and naturally more beautiful. Day after day, skin takes on a youthful glow. So the main ingredient in here is the red camellia oil, and Chanel did come out with a new skincare line that has that ingredient in there. And there were two makeup products, a foundation and a kind of a blush and lip product, a balm. I didn't pick that one up because I know I won't use that. But I did pick this one up, and Ulta now carries Chanel. And if this foundation is not looking good after today, I think I may return it. I'll let y'all know. You do get 1 ounce of product in here, and it costs $70. There are 20 shades available, and I did get it in the shade B60. Comes in a beautiful round glass bottle. Does have a pump. I'm gonna pump 2, and there's the consistency. It's kind of thick. I don't think I'm going to use all of what I pumped out. Got my foundation brush by Coco, and let's apply that on. I know I sound so stupid. Let's apply this on. Okay, I have to say that it is looking better using the primers that I did use today instead of last time. The color is very nice. Wow, that is giving me a luminous glow. Okay, I think that's all I'm going to use. Yeah, because I don't want it to be too luminous. Yeah, that's luminous. And this is how much I have left. So about a pump I used. But it did spread out very nicely, and it is looking better on my skin than last time. But I'm just not too sure about all this shininess that's going on here. Now let me go underneath my eyes. I'm just going to use the same green shade there and just apply that underneath my eyes. Well, alright, let me finish putting the rest of my eye makeup on, do my hair, and I'll come back and use the blushes and the one lipstick that I got. Alright, I'm back, and the foundation still looks too luminous for me. And I do have combo oily skin, so I don't know. I'm going to put some powder after I put the blush on. It is laying better on my skin than the first time I tried it, but I just don't like all this shininess to it. But let's go ahead and see these two blushes by Chanel. And they are created exclusively for the Spring-Summer 2022 collection. Delicate formula adds radiant color to cheeks, embossed with the motif inspired by the light of the Mediterranean sun that shines over La Pausa, which is her villa in the south of France. And wow, I would love to go there. Oh. So again, there are two shades and they cost $70 each, and they are limited edition. It does come with a bigger packaging with a gold emblem, the Chanel emblem there. And you open it up and it does come with a brush, which I don't use, and a cover, which I do use to sometimes cover it up. And here is Pêche Rosa. This is more of a peach blush. Now I know in the mirror it looks a little bit more pink, but here it looks a little bit more peachy. Ooh, and I like the embossing here. It looks kind of suede almost. I hope you can see that there. I just love that embossing. And again, with that sunburst motif. And I'm going to go ahead and swatch this one. So here is Pêche Rosa. And that one does have some shimmer to it. So I'm going to apply this one on this side, and I'm not wearing any bronzer because I just want to see the color of this blush. It's kind of light on my skin tone. Okay. Very subtle, I have to say. Okay, let me build it up some more. Cat hair. I am seeing a little bit more color right here. It's not bad. It's not bad because I love Chanel blushes. But this one is a little bit light, but it does give me like a little flushed look to it. I mean, so this side has the blush and this side doesn't. Let me build it up one more time. It is buildable, which is really nice because sometimes you want a, a low-key, kind of a flush, no makeup look, and you can build it up to a little bit more. Now let's go for the other one, Brun Roussi. I believe that's how you say it. And here is that one, more of a terracotta earthy shade. I do like the embossing. Let's swatch this one. That one will show you some pigment there. Well, you know what? Now looking at it both side by side, they don't have much of a shimmer to it like I thought it did. I do like this one. Let's try that. Okay, I'm not gonna go in heavy-handed, so I'll probably just go twice. And let's see how this one will work. Alright, that gives you a little bit more pigment with just two little dips in there. So let me go 2 more times. Ooh, I like this one. I like this blush. Very pretty. But yeah, I like this one better than this one. I still like this one though for those low, no makeup looks. But yeah, I like that. So here is Pêche Rosa and Brun Roussi. Now let's try the one lipstick that I got, the Rouge Coco Baume. And I haven't tried the Balm formula. I tried the Coco Flash and the Coco Blooms. Love the Coco Blooms. Has a little bit more pigment to it. Let's see. This is a comfortable, moisture-rich balm that smooths the appearance of lips and offers buildable color. So this contains a deeply hydrating oil made from fruit and olive leaves that features restorative and antioxidant properties for better-looking lips day after day. Finish goes from sheer to shiny to opaque. Now this one costs $42, and I did get again the darkest shade, and that is 924 fall for me. This one does come in a white bullet with a gold belt there in the middle, and the top you can see the gold Chanel emblem. So here's one swipe and here is multiple swipes. It does go from sheer to shiny to opaque. So let me apply one swipe. Okay, not bad for one swipe. Very light on the lips. Do like the color. It is moist on the lips, but I don't think it's as moisturizing as the Coco Blooms. But let me build it up more. Oh, and this one goes very nicely with that blush, Brun Roussi. Yeah, and this is more of a balm formula. It's very light on the lips, and I do like how it's sitting on my lips. It doesn't look like I'm wearing lipstick. Well, all right, what do you think, guys? Love the eyeshadow. The eyeshadow is very pretty. It's very different from Chanel to have this type of a olive green color. And I do like that pop in the middle there. That's pretty. The foundation, I think I'm gonna return the foundation. Yeah, after just 2 uses, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and return it. I think the main reason is because it's just a little bit luminosity here. Let me go ahead and put some powder. I did bring this one by Hourglass. Okay, this side has powder, this side has no powder. Well, okay. Is that better? I'll play with it some more and I'll let y'all know at the end of the month. But so far, not one of my favorite foundations from Chanel. I've only tried 2 foundations from Chanel, the Sublimage and the Water Fresh Tint. I like those better, but this one, not my favorite. I do love the eyeshadow and I love the blushes, especially this one, Brun Roussi. Love that shade. This one's pretty too. Gives you a subtle look, but yeah, I love this one. And it doesn't look powdery on my skin. It melts into my skin just like, you know, all the Chanel blushes does. And the lipstick, I like this one. Very light on the skin. Doesn't look like I have lipstick on. It looks like my lips. Alright, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video of me trying on the new Chanel 2022 Spring and Summer collection. At least some of the products there. And also the new foundation by Chanel. Thank you so much for watching this video. And if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button so you can see more videos like this. And you all have a wonderful, wonderful day. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.